Morning, everyone. Louise here from gypsyrosedivination.com. Morning, Kim. Today, I'm going to be doing what I specialize in, I suppose, my main thing, which is flower readings, flower psychometry, flower divination. I've got just pure flower readings today. I'll get all the publicity out the way. My website, if you want to find out more about me, is gypsyrosedivination.com. I'm getting very excited because I've got about to publish my first big course in flower divination, flower psychometry, and I'm going to have a whole dedicated website to flower spirituality. So it's not out yet, but very shortly, hopefully in the next 7 days, and that's learnflowerpsychometry.com if you are interested in this sort of thing. So today I've got my flowers. I'm hoping we can go a bit deeper and perhaps even look at some of your life purpose or something like that. I usually close my eyes when I do this, but I can't do that because I need to see the messages. So I'm going to see how it's going to work, channeling the nature spirits. So I've got about 6 flowers here. So shall we see how this works live? So who would like a flower reading? Good morning, Helen. Helen, would you like a flower reading? Helen Wolstow. I don't think I've spoke to you before, Helen. Helen, lovely flower for Helen. Helen, we have this flower. I'm going to put my computer back a bit so you can see. The colours never show up truly. So I'm very attracted to this flower, how it sort of curves round. So none of these flowers today have their roots attached, because in flower readings, if the roots are attached, that can mean a lot about your childhood, when you were born, your early childhood, and to a certain extent, your upbringing and your ancestors. None of these have that today, but we may touch on that in the reading. Now, as we can see, there's 3 main parts to this. So there's near the bottom, in your growing up, I don't know, it's very difficult to estimate ages, your ages through your life. This is your life path, basically, Helen. It's difficult to estimate, but sort of childhood, there's a new path emerging here. So I'm not sure, reading this, if there was something happened in your childhood, if you possibly gained a new part of the family. This could be like possibly a stepfather or stepmother, or there's a new something in childhood. There was quite early on, there was a new big thing that was going to affect you throughout your life. Let me know if that makes sense to you. It's something significant in your childhood, possibly, I don't know, perhaps about the ages of around about the age of 8, perhaps. You was adopted when you was a child by your grandparents. Okay, would that be around, I don't know, between 5 and 8, or because it's quite significant to have a stem coming up that early on. We often get things, opportunities and that coming up a lot later. Thank you for confirming that, Helen. So this is your life, part of your life with your grandparents. We'll assign that to there. Okay, now coming up a bit more in your, I mean, I don't know how old you are. You don't have to say, perhaps the decade you are. So perhaps in your, I don't know, 25 perhaps to 30, 5 to 6 months, official at 11. Okay, I was just getting 5 to 8 there, but something but I was picking up on that. But there was something around the age of 8, a new path, shall we say, possibly with your grandparents as well. So around the ages of maybe 20, 25, 30, I don't know how old you are, or I've just done a video on this, how to age through your life. You have to sort of divide it. So I get a tape measure out, and then I divide it, doing percentages and that type of thing. So say somebody was, I don't know, 70 years, take roughly average age 70, I would say 25 to 30. There's something big happened then, so there's a divide. Okay, so I don't know if you know what that could be. Okay, so we have 3 main groups of blossoms here, and then these are divided into more blossoms, which are a lovely lilac-y lavender colour. So it's like you've got 3 different main groups of people in your life, 3 different areas, and then these are subdivided into more groups, if that makes sense. Would you understand 3 sort of main family groups? This could be, I don't know, like your cousins and your aunties and your uncles, or there's just 3, and then we've got this divided as well. There's a lots of dividing of your family, if this makes sense. And there's a bit of pinky purple. So I feel that you have spiritual people around you. Would you understand that your family is quite, shall we say, they may be spiritual. There may be certain fractions of your family that are religious even, or went to church. There's a spirituality around your family, some of your family. Would you understand that, Helen? Let me know, because I could be barking up the wrong path here. Just got a love of spirituality around your whole family. These purpley pink blossoms are groups of people who are, shall we say, spiritually or religious minded. Your family's very divided. You're a psychic medium, and so was your grandmother. Okay, so this makes sense with all this dividing. Okay, right. So because we thought that this was when you was adopted, this would be your grandmother. I presume your grandmother's in spirit, is she, Helen? Okay, we'll look at this first then. The tallest blossom is generally the person we are on about. So the flower as a whole, that would be you, Helen. This branch would be your grandmother. Now I'm just going to tune in to see if we can get a message from this side of your family here. So I'm just going to close my eyes just for a second and try and connect with the nature spirits. I don't know. She is. Okay. I think it's a surname, Morgan. Would you understand Morgan, Helen? Morgan. It sounds Welsh to me. I don't know if there's a connection with Wales at all. So we have your grandmother here standing tall and proud. And then there are some different sections here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5. I don't know if your grandmother was a family of 5. Perhaps your grandma and your granddad and 3 others. You don't understand that surname. Okay, just Morgan. Would you understand something back in your family history to do with Wales? I've also got something, it's some sort of Morgan. I don't know if there's something like a tarot creator. Oh, right. You don't know how many she is. Oh, okay. Thank you. Well, there seems to be 5 people around her. Perhaps the 5 people are in spirit. There's something about something like a tarot creator or something. I don't know if you do tarot. Morgan, and it's a Welsh surname. I don't know if that means anything to you. Just look out for that in the future. I don't know. I'm just getting stuff about tarot and Wales and the I don't know if you work with the Celts and things like the runes and Cornwall. And if that, she had 4 children. Okay, thank you. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You do read. Okay. I feel this is 1, 2, 3. We have the 4 children here, I feel, Helen, and this is Grandma. She's, oh, you've just been to Wales on holiday. Thank you for confirming that. Right, okay. She's on about Wales, but then she's on about tarot. She's also on about Cornwall. She's on about the Celts. She's on about runes and oghams and all this type of thing. Would you understand working with that in your spiritual practice? It's like working with things that are tactile. So we've got things, circular things and sticks and wood, perhaps even seashells. Do you work or have you considered working with that, Helen, to expand your knowledge, your spiritual knowledge? I've also got the surname Thompson, if that means anything to you. These could be not very good with names, really. It's just we just say them. Thompson, I don't know, maybe that could, if you don't understand the surname Thompson, that could be something to do with spirituality. Let's have a look at the rest here. So this is the middle section is you. So you say that your family's divided, which it's showing here. We've got the 3. Would you understand that there are 3 main divides in your family? You have an Egypt guide, but was shown a Celt symbol on a guided meditation 2 weeks ago. Thank you for confirming that. So that seems likely that your spirit guides would like you to explore this a bit further, because I'm seeing like the Cornish coast, like is it the Lizard? You've got Land's End and you've got the Lizard. I'm not sure with Thompson, but the names isn't your speciality. Neither is it with me, Helen. But there's a connection with Southwest Cornwall, something to do with the spirituality of that area. Very southwest, west and southwest, right from Wales down Somerset. Also feel drawn to King Arthur and the legend and Tintagel Castle. I don't know if you've worked with or you've studied anything about the legend of King Arthur. Also a bit going into Ireland as well. Very Celtic symbology and a bit of Norse Scandinavian as well, the Vikings. I feel you may have some sort of guides coming through in the future. And this, right, Grandma's saying that it's time for you to expand your spiritual knowledge, and it's time to diversify in your readings. Would you understand that you wanted to diversify in your readings a bit? And this also, different areas could be the the diversifying. 3 separations could be me and the rest of the family. Yes, absolutely. I will look into this info as I was shown Ireland, who is the new guide. Perfect. Spot on. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So look around Cornwall. If you get any more information in your meditations about Cornwall, Wales down to Cornwall, King Arthur and Ireland, and also Norse mythology as well. Okay, so 3 different family areas, but also lots of different spiritual paths. So this center section, I feel, is your different spiritual paths, different areas of interest. So we've got the Irish and the Welsh and the Cornish and the Norse, the Scandinavian. Now then, we've not looked at this area here. What's this area? This is the other part of your life, I feel. Now, what could we say about this? Okay, I don't know why I'm getting babies. Just my guides are saying about babies. If this isn't about babies, then it could be about new opportunities. There's something new coming, and it's very spiritual based. That's what they're trying to show in this flower, these blossoms. You're working on teaching spiritual guidance. Brilliant. There must be something new coming up, some new areas in that as well. So overall, Grandma is saying to expand your knowledge. Definitely isn't babies. Okay, as it's not babies, then there's something new. But also, would you understand something? You're adopted, aren't you? So you wouldn't know, I expect. I feel there was something to do with babies in Grandma's past, but you wouldn't know, would you, if you're adopted? Or she may not have said something. She's just putting that out there. There's something to do with babies back in the past. You've just taken on a coach to push your page. Okay, right. Okay, that's good. That's good. Anything we can do to help us. Life coaching, brilliant, fantastic. Yeah, so expand your knowledge, and then you'll have more to teach about. So, yeah, and she's really pleased and excited about this. And so are the nature spirits. I feel that you have fairies around you and the fae. I feel you're quite a calm person as well, Helen. Anyway, I've got to move on now. So I'll leave Grandma's love with you. And yeah, thank you, Helen. Right then. Dawn Johnson. Hello, Dawn. I don't think I've spoke to you before, John. Dawn. Why did I just say John? Dawn. I know John's a very common name. Do you know a John? Right. Dawn. Dawn Johnson. Are you there? I've got a beautiful deep pink rose for you, Dawn. A lovely pink rose in very, hi Dawn, lovely pink, deep pink rose in good condition there. There are a few small thorns. So would you understand, Dawn, that, let me see, round about, we don't have many thorns. Thorns, cousin John in spirit. I know John's difficult, isn't it? Lots of Johns around in people's lives. Not many thorns there. Dawn, but around, I don't know how old you are, as a guide, perhaps about the age of 20 odd, would you understand that you needed to have a certain amount of protection around you right then? I'd say early 20s, perhaps, going back in, difficult to age. You had to have your wits about you. That's what I'm feeling with this. I feel that your childhood and your early teens, well, it's coming up as reasonably straightforward. As I'm saying, not too many dramas, shall we say. You probably say this is completely different now, but that's what I'm seeing, just a basic look. Wish you was 20, you're 60. Okay, right, thank you. Well, thank you for telling me your age. I might be able to suss this out a bit better. Anyway, most of the leaves are going upwards. So leaves are like opportunities, really. I would say from about the age of 50, Dawn, you started to look, this is weird, look upwards, because the leaves are going upwards. It's a sign. Would you understand that you accepted yourself more around the age of 50, and you on the whole tried to be more positive? Now the deep pink rose here, pink signifies love, self-love, and it's trying to open up fully. So I feel that is what's happening with you at the moment, Dawn. You are working on loving yourself more. Would you understand that? Yes, I did accept myself age 50. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Because I feel these opportunities here around the age of 50, whatever was going on, you decided to embrace anything that came along around that age. And it seems a bit more, on the whole, from the age of around 50, you decided to look after yourself. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So looking in there, it's opening up. You're doing really well on that score. I do feel, on the whole, your life hasn't been too dramatic, Dawn. There's nothing is dying off or anything. Well, on the whole, most leaves and foliage is pointing upwards. When it points down, it means we need to do some work on our past, look back to the past and do some healing. So I would just say continue to work on yourself, like exercise and eating well, that type of thing. Let me just see what the nature spirits have to say. Okay. Would you understand why I'm getting a tambourine? Is there a connection with a band in spirit, or like the Salvation Army, that type of thing? Was you in something like the Girl Guides or Brownies? I've got like tambourines and bands going through towns. Does that make sense? We're like hitting the tambourine. I've got the name Jonathan. That could be John. Is that John that we had straight off? Jonathan. Would you understand back in the past a connection with the church? Again, we've got the church, not sure. Okay. I feel somebody in spirit went to possibly could even be the Methodist Church. Got like a connection, or the Salvation Army. Yes, John. Okay, calling Jonathan. I've got a connection with a Methodist church, so I don't know if that means anything to you, if you can ask about that. But moving on, this is basically about your guides saying they're very pleased that you're working on yourself, and there's still a bit more to do. They'd like to see you joining up. Pink's the colour of friendship. They'd like to see you continuing to embrace friendships, if that makes sense to you, Dawn. They'd like you to join up more with friends socially. Your ex-grandma was a medium, went to church. Okay, thank you for confirming that. Don't know where you are in the world. If there's a connection with South Yorkshire at all, possibly. That's just come in there. Got a Methodist feeling here. So yeah, they would just like you to continue to work on your friendships and building up a social circle. So I'm going to leave their love with you. Thank you, Dawn. You need to socialize more, get out. Yeah, okay. Your cousins lived in Yorkshire. Yeah, I feel it's Doncaster area. Pamela Hume. Pamela. Hi, Pamela. I don't think I've spoken to you before. Pamela. Oh, thank you. Thanks for saying that. Thank you. It was the flower, the guides working, not me. Got a lovely chrysanthemum here for Pamela. Pamela Hume. Pamela, I'll carry on. Right, Pamela. Now, we have some brown foliage dying off here. As a point for everybody, if you ever get to have a flower reading and you have to bring a flower along to an event, don't just pick the one that's the prettiest. Hi, Pamela. Don't pick the one that's the prettiest. Pick the one that you're drawn to, that you need to, because we need the warts and all for a reading. Now, Pamela, we have a bit of brown foliage dying off here. So spirit are saying, the nature spirits are saying straight off that you need to look. I don't know if you've been looking back to up to the age of about 20. Would you understand that some healing or reflection needs to be done or has been done on the ages of 0 to 20? Because we've got this brown foliage dying off here, which is saying it's going back to nature. There's something to reflect upon, and it needs to be let go of. We have a few leaves pointing downwards throughout your life. I feel you may have had some opportunities that didn't quite work out as you expected. Also, the plant is a little bit thirsty looking. I don't know, something to do with dehydration there. But having said that, we have a nice bud here. So we have new things happening, and the blossoms are in healthy condition. So whatever you've gone on early on in life, things are much better now. We have lots of beautiful yellow blossoms, and these chrysanthemums are about friendships and also family. We have multiple beautiful yellow blossoms. I feel, Pamela, you are an intelligent lady. I feel that this childhood stuff that needs to be reflected on is about anxiety. Yellow is the colour of the nervous system, the solar plexus. I don't know, Pamela, growing up, if you had anxiety, nervousness, but I feel that you are able to deal with that a bit better now, because you have people you can talk to about this. Would you understand this, Pamela? You are intelligent. Yellow is also the colour of confidence. So whatever I feel around between the age of 20 and 30, 30, however old you are, say this was a standard 70. If you was 30, a proportion, then round about the age of 30, this new way of looking at how to deal with your nerves came about. So let me know, Pamela, if this is making sense. Let me see what the nature spirits have to say. I don't know. I'm seeing a toboggan run. I don't know if you have a connection with the skiing or the Alps, or this could be symbolic. Let me know. Is there any connection with like skiing, toboggan runs, or Austria, Switzerland? It's like, is this somebody in your family? Do you know somebody that used to go skiing, or somebody in spirit? It's like you get, or you're getting on one of them dry ski slopes, sitting on a mat, and or like, you know, you go down a helter skelter. I don't know if this means anything to you, Pamela. If you can say, please. Not that you're aware of. Okay, this could be symbolic then. But we're going down this mountain, down this ski slope, a slippery ski slope. It's also, but I feel here, this is a sense of exhilaration. Would you understand, Pamela, that you could do with something exhilarating in your life, but there's a bit of fear about this? Are you about to do something that's a bit scary, but fun and exciting? That's what I'm feeling. I'm being shown going down, sitting on one of them, like a ski, what do you call it, toboggan, or a helter skelter on a mat, and going down quickly. It's scary but fun. That's, if you can think about that, there's something exhilarating but scary. That's what I'm getting from the nature spirits today. I'm going to leave their love with you, Pamela. They're very pleased that that your confidence is growing. We have lots and lots of yellow blossoms here, and whatever disappointments have been throughout your life, that things are much better now, because you have a lot of either people around you or situations around you that bring you ways to deal with anxiety. That's what I'm getting from this chrysanthemum today, Pamela. So I'll leave the spirit's love with you. Thank you. Feel like going down slippery slopes with family. Okay, thank you. As long as you can understand that, Pamela. Thank you. Joe Gardner. Hello, Joe. I don't think I've spoke to you before. Joe. Now, Joe, this is my favourite one today. It just reminds me of the autumn. It's quite different. We have hips here, rose hips. They're in bud, but it's very beautiful. It reminds me of berries, so I'll probably talking about that. So rather than the other stems are totally green, this is a rusty, beautiful browny colour. Now then, when there's no leaves, no foliage, not much, it either can mean lack of opportunities, or it can mean you throughout your life you've kind of known exactly what you want to do. This can be one of either thing. Let me know, Joe, has there been a lack of opportunities until, say, about 15 years ago? Thank you. It is beautiful, isn't it? Or on the opposite side, have you kind of always wanted to know what you are going to do in life? This talking about your life purpose or your career. There's a very strong, I want to say, backbone here. It just feels like more like you've known what you've wanted to do, and then these beautiful leaves curving around here. There's been two things, opportunities, and the curving round almost supporting you in the last 15 years. I feel there's two things, areas. This is to do with life purpose or career that have supported you, I want to say. Now we've got these beautiful, they almost look like berries, and I want to talk about the autumn here, Joe. It kind of looks like fruits as well. So I feel this is like abundance. Now, because none of these have opened up, I think the rose hips, the rose blossoms, doesn't it? And it's full of beauty and creativity. These are all tightly shut. But this reminds me of berries and the autumn and abundance. So I just think whatever you're going to be doing, whatever's going to come to fruition, and there's going to be a wonderful harvest of abundance. This is lovely, Joe, but it's all tightly shut at the moment. There's lots of them. Don't know if this is making any sense to you. I love your surname, Gardner. You've took time off for your son who is autistic. Okay, right. Okay. So, but there's something for the future that's going to provide a lot of abundance. That's what the nature spirits are saying. But you've got to open up. So I'm seeing berries, blackberries, the hedgerows. Would you understand, Joe? Do you like going to the woods and looking at the hedgerows? Is there an interest in what they call hedge witchery? I feel very strongly with you. I don't know. Would you understand somebody in your who's passed the spirit that made jam, or is there a memory of making jam, maybe blackberry jam, strawberry jam? I've just got somebody going in the hedgerows collecting blackberry picking, strawberry picking. Or was the strawberry bushes, blackberry bushes in somebody's garden? I've got somebody that kind of knew what they were doing, making jam and recipes, working with nature in your history. They're on about what you eat, what your makes sense. You love nature. Okay, thanks. Joe, would you understand something about, I'm not supposed to talk about health, vitamins and minerals, but observing what the family is eating, like fruit and veg and berries. Just getting a lot of stuff about berries with you, Joe, and cooking. It feels very important back in your history. I've got something about donuts. Is it your son that likes donuts? Just feel somebody might be eating not quite the right stuff. Donuts. Also a connection with America somewhere. I've got like they're showing me shows, American, like county shows or something, some American themed. I don't know what this means. I'm also here. This is, I'm just going to say this. I just got Battlestar Galactica, if that makes any sense to you. I don't know. Somebody plays computer games or watches, like, you know, really into Star Wars. Was there a memory of like space films, Star Wars, and all that type of thing? I'm just saying what I'm getting here from the nature spirits. Yes, you understand. He does like donuts and has friends in America. Thank you for confirming that. Sometimes we think we're going mad, but have the confirmation is brilliant. Okay, thank you. You've got friends in America. Yeah, if you let me know about the space films, Battlestar Galactica, Star Wars, that Space Odyssey. Okay, is your son interested in the stars, astronomy, astrology, something like that? Just getting all stuff about space, looking up at stars, interested in perhaps Doctor Who even. I've got the TARDIS now. Okay, now we've got the TARDIS showing me the TARDIS. Would you understand in your home? Your mum loves Star Wars. Okay, maybe I've got your mum here then in spirit. Would you understand about your home? You know, the TARDIS is bigger on the inside than the outside. It's like a police phone box, whatever, like a phone box. Would you understand that space is an issue in your home? You like more space in your home. This is quite random because I've got the TARDIS. Would you understand why your mum's showing me the TARDIS? I feel this is about needing more space in your home. But apart from that, there's something lovely coming in the future. There'll be a time when you'll be able to open up to the abundance of the world. That's what they're saying. And I feel that you are a beautiful soul. You've been told that you're a beautiful soul, and you've not quite blossomed into your full potential yet. Is interested in stars and moons, yeah. So, and that's what the nature spirits yet. It says you've not fulfilled your life purpose yet. You're going to blossom, but you'll need to open up. When the time comes, you're going to blossom into your full potential. So I'm going to leave the love with you, Joe, and there may be something about your home not being big enough. Right, who have we next, please? Ruth Templeton. I don't think I've spoke to you before, Ruth. Ruth. Hi, Ruth. Got a very pretty flower. Yours is a bit different, Ruth. We have these lovely, it's purple with white tips, shall we say, on the edges. Now, Ruth, we have one that's falling off. Ruth, would you understand you've had somebody pass away or left? I want to say either passed away or left the family relatively recent in the last 5 years. Has there been a passing? Because we've got one, it's hanging off. So it might not be a passing. It might be somebody that's left the family, shall we say. Now, this lovely, it's like a burgundy colour with white tips there. So there's like a deep, I want to say, reverence there for spirit. I feel you are not in the last 5 years. Okay, maybe there's something about to fall off, a blossom that's about to fall off. So I just feel that one member of maybe your family is breaking away. Would you understand that? Somebody's not quite with the rest of the family, if that makes sense. We have a deep reverence for spirit here because we've also got the white, which is spiritual as well. So it's like you see working with spirit as almost like a luxury. That's what I'm getting. Would you understand that you could do this type of thing, but you think it's a bit too hard to do? So you haven't really gone there. That's what I'm getting with you, Ruth. Or is it a confidence thing? Yes, one has 4-stage cancer, one has dementia. Oh, bless you. I feel this is the person we are on about there. Bless. Okay, so this, because they're still hanging on there. They're still hanging on there. So obviously there's some healing needed there. But even so, if we look underneath, there's still I feel, would you understand that they believe in this type of thing? They do have a strong faith, as do you. And I feel as your family as a whole, all the members of your family have faith and would almost pray for them. Yes, it's a bit scary. Yeah. There's a strong faith as a family for this particular member, whichever one of those you said. And in particular, the person that's going through this at the moment. Yes, they do. That's brilliant. Well, carry on as a family. That's what we're getting. Carry on as a family, supporting them and sending healing, and however you might pray, it's doing them much good. And also, I don't know, the person that's going through this can ask for healing themselves if they believe in this sort of thing, or you could encourage them to pray, or you'll have to let me know if they believe in this type of thing, or if they're more conventional God. Yeah, that they can ask for healing themselves, if you get what I'm saying. Okay. Right, then let me see what the nature spirits have to say about you, Ruth. Right, I'm very drawn to your first part of your name, Temple. So because I said in the first part that you have a strong faith, because we've got the temple there, would you understand they are more conventional? I am not. But you could still talk to them about praying to God, etc. You know, just praying. It will help. It does help. It doesn't matter if it's God or Mother Earth or whatever spirit. It's going to help. You know, it's almost like a a bedside vigil. So would you understand a connection with Greece or Rome? Temples. I've got temples with you, like your name. Would you understand a connection with Greece, perhaps a holiday? Even this person who's poorly, a connection with Greece back in the past, like a Greek island or something. I've got like also the Mediterranean. No, okay. Would you understand somebody that went on cruises, Mediterranean in spirit, going to all these places like Santorini? Something to do with the Mediterranean. It could be the heat. Are you due a holiday, Ruth? Are you about to go on holiday or would like to go on holiday? Now, I've got the saying, I don't know if you know this one, Polly put the kettle on. Is this something that somebody used to say when you was little? Polly put the kettle on, we'll all have tea. I feel that there's a mother or a grandmother, an older lady in spirit that liked her tea, because we've got like a kettle. Polly put the kettle on. And I feel that when there was a problem in this family, when you, not abroad, okay, when you was little, when there was a problem in the family, there was a lady, a motherly or a grandmotherly type feeling, would put the kettle on. Nana, okay, yeah. So Polly put the kettle on. I don't know if Polly makes any sense to you somewhere, but you'd have a cup of tea. And I think they're bringing that through for this person that's poorly at the moment. It's like, I don't know if you're British, but it's a very British thing to have tea. And when there's a problem, when there's a crisis, or not even a crisis, somebody comes to your house, you put the kettle on and have a cup of tea. And it's very much for this person here. We're going to get together and we'll have a cup of tea. And it's just a sociable thing to help. And for this person to have tea as well. It's just a joining together. That's what I'm feeling with this. I've got cake as well. I've got a cake stand with nice like cupcakes, fairy cakes on. They're showing me that. And they're showing me slices of cakes, share and share alike, if that makes sense, dividing things up. So responsibilities regarding the poorly person here. So we are the responsibilities of who's going to look after them, help them. We're sharing it out between all the family members, if that makes sense. Like it's your turn now. Thank you, Ruth. So it's so-and-so's turn one day, then another. And yeah, that's what they're showing. Slices of cake, sharing things out, responsibilities and tea. Okay, because it really will help, because this person needs to feel the love. That's what they're saying. And you're a loving family on the whole. She's saying not always, because there's been a bit of things going off when you were younger. But these, I do feel that you're the type of family on the whole that's managed to sort things out. No major stuff going on there, which is good. I've got they're showing me a Romany caravan, you know, with the horses being pulled. So I don't know also if you have a connection with Ireland, Romany gypsies, travelers. I feel that could be back in your ancestry, or a connection with Ireland, or people that traveled. That's what I'm being shown. these horses pulling this caravan along, if that makes any sense to you, Ruth. Also got something about a memory about what they call midges biting people. Feels like a place somewhere like the Lake District or somewhere where there were lots of insects biting. That's just, no, but I move all the time. Mother-in-law said I should have been a gypsy. Okay, that's what they're bringing it through. I understand, yeah. Because I see these things and I just have to talk about them. So thank you for confirming that. Okay, right. So maybe you're going to be on the move again. I feel that perhaps they're saying you're the type of person that doesn't like to settle for too long. Okay, right. There's something about being bitten, a memory about somebody being bitten, perhaps on a holiday when it was a bit hot weather, midges biting insects. I don't know if you're scared of bitey, horrible insects, earwigs, spiders. There's somebody, I think, around you that's scared of all these bugs and things. What else? Would you understand something about, I know today's Tuesday, but Tuesdays in particular, is there something particular happened on a Tuesday, or Tuesday's not your most favourite day of the week? It's like, are you a weekend person? And they're on about getting over the hump day. The hump day is Wednesday. So this time of week, the first part of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, is not your most favourite, really, and you look forward to the weekends, perhaps. Is this because you see more of your family at the weekends? Just feeling that you get your energy drops around about Tuesday, which is today. So perhaps, do you go out much? Is it that you need to find something fun to do? This is why you come on these to watch these Facebook lives, to get some sort of support, spiritual upliftment. So it's like, carry on doing that, because even watching other people's love weekends, time off, okay, yeah, watching these sort of things, even seeing other people's messages, because cheers you up, because when a medium's giving a message to somebody, other people can take parts of it. So carry on doing whatever you can during the early part of the week to get cheered up, because it feels like it's a long time to the weekend. Anyway, Ruth, I'm going to leave. If I could give you this flower now, I would. So accept it with love. And we all hope that everything will be, we all hope that this person gets the healing, and I will send some healing to them later. Okay, so and if anybody else would like to send some healing to them, that's fine, and I'll leave the love with you, and I'll see you in a fortnight. Bye.